I'm starting to like the prospect Joyce. You want to know why? Because he has balls. You know, one thing I noticed about the Juggernaut is he is calling motherfuckers out. Like, he's, as you can see on the screen, has called out Jarrell Big Baby Miller. He writes, "Yo, at Big Baby Miller, I know you're being avoided. So am I. I'll come to your backyard in Brooklyn. I'm just a 4-4 novice. Big Juggernaut versus Big Baby. Let's dance." So Joyce has just 4 professional fights, and already he's calling out Jarrell Big Baby Miller. Prior to that, he was trying to get a fight with Derek Chisora. Now, this is a guy with 4 fights. Already has Ian Lewison under his belt. Already has Lenroy Thomas under his belts. Now, let's just think about this for a second. Ian Lewison is that overweight, morbidly obese heavyweight that fought Dillian Whyte in like Dillian Whyte's 18th professional fight. Like, I believe Dillian Whyte had at least 18 professional fights by the time he fought Ian Lewison. Joyce turned pro and fought his very first professional fight against Ian Lewison, and I actually thought he did a better job than Dillian Whyte did against Ian Lewison. And this was a novice. This was a guy with one this was his pro debut. In his pro debut, he really took Ian Lewison to school. Then he fights Lenroy Thomas. Lenroy Thomas, the other weekend, Lenroy Thomas was the guy that beat Dave Allen. Dave Allen has like, what, 15 pro fights now? And he destroyed Lenroy Thomas in like 2 rounds. So this is a guy who is willing early on in his career. He's willing early on in his career to step up and fight these guys. Derek Chisora, I don't know if he's ducking him, or I don't know if he's just, mocking, pretending the idea to fight him. But now he's called Jarrell Miller, Big Baby Miller out. I saw that Jarrell Miller basically said that he's not going to fight him. So, will I say that's a duck? Joyce is a guy that has 4 pro fights. No one really knows who he is. So, I can't really say that's a duck because he's a novice. It would be like if Daniel DeBoss went out and said, "I want Anthony Joshua," or, "I want Dillian Whyte," and then Dillian Whyte said, I'm not going to fight you. Who are you? You're a nobody. Are you going to say that he's ducking him? Would you say that? So I think what Joyce should do, is he should fight Daniel DeBoss, because Daniel DeBoss is a guy that he's looked at as a top prospect in the UK. A lot of people in the UK are talking about Daniel DeBoss. So I think Daniel DeBoss should fight Joyce, because for some reason, Daniel DeBoss is getting a lot of hype. He's a young, talented kid. Have Joyce fight Daniel DeBoss. If he beats Daniel DeBoss, that's going to, then people are going to be like, okay, then the UK public is probably going to be talking highly about Joyce. Okay, this guy's the real deal. He beat Daniel DeBoss. Now, but again, one thing I like about Joyce is he's willing to fight these top guys early in his career. He's willing to fight these top guys. So you got to give him props for that. Hopefully no one ducks him. I really want to see Joyce fight Dillian Whyte. I really want to see him because, a lot of people are high on Dillian Whyte. But I think if Joyce were to fight Dillian Whyte, I think Dillian Whyte would have a lot of problems against Joyce. People talk a lot of, people say, he's shit. He didn't look that good. But let me tell you something right now. Stylistically, Joyce is a nightmare for someone like Dillian Whyte, because Joyce has the ability to move. Dillian Whyte's kryptonite is movement. You know what I'm saying? That's why I really wanted to fight Dillian Whyte, just so I could show you that, when I say that Dillian Whyte doesn't do good with movement, you're gonna be like, oh shit, McGregor was right. Look at how Joyce is just boxing circles around him. Now, how do I think Joyce versus Jarrell Miller would go if they were to fight? I think that's a great fight. I think I would be picking Jarrell Miller, just because I don't think that Joyce is a strong enough. Like, I don't think he's strong in the inside. And I think when it comes to Jarrell Miller, because he's so big, he's 300 pounds, he's a guy that I think he's physically a stronger man. I think, and I get the impression he's a stronger fighter, but I would like to see it. But would I say that he's ducking Joyce if he doesn't fight him? No, because like I said, he has 4 fights. So it's like, what do you gain from fighting him? Or you know what Joyce should do? He should fight Dave Allen or Daniel DeBoss. If he doesn't get the Daniel DeBoss fight Dave Allen, because Dave Allen is like a prospect. No, he's not a prospect anymore. He's really now a journeyman fight him. You just beat the guy who beat Dave Allen. Dave Allen is a known fighter in the UK, right? So fight him, and let's see how you do fare against him. But yeah, I like Joe Joyce. I do like Joe Joyce. I think he's a talent. Anyway, guys, subscribe, and I'm out. Just watching. Bye bye.